What's up guys, Freddy Fishfinger here, and I'm bringing you some VGC on Battlespot, and we've already got a couple of battles here, not too many, because I was gonna test things out a little bit. That's why I've got that there, and 3 wins from 3 battles is actually pretty good. So I've got a team here, which I built a little while ago. It's supposed to look like a Trick Room team, but actually be Tailwind. That's why I've got Hariyama and Gothitelle in here. I've also got Bishop, I've also got Nidoking, and Talonflame and Altaria to set up Tailwinds, and you may have guessed it, Altaria's the Mega Pokemon. I know, right? Shock horror in a team where one Pokemon can Mega Evolve and none of the others can't, and none of the others are capable of Mega Evolving. The one that can is. I know, right? It's crazy. Anyway, if we could actually find a battle, that'd be good though. Because I didn't intend on sitting here and just having to like talk for a good 20-30 minutes while the loading just keeps ticking over. And here we go. Alright. We get to face Gifu, is that what she says? Or is that her name? I don't know. Ooh, okay. Team of Amoonguss, Gyarados, Rotom, Bishop, Lopunny, and Sylveon. What I'm going to do is... I haven't used this team in a little while, actually. I might have to think about this. Okay, let me think. Altaria is probably pretty good. Bishop's not that good for me, so I might want to steer clear of him. Nidoking's pretty solid. Hariyama's pretty nice anyway. Talonflame can be quite good actually. Talonflame might be really nice. Talonflame's good for everything but the Rotom Wash. That's the problem I've got. So I've got to find a way to deal with that. This will be good. This one. I can already see this battle could be good. I'm going to lead Talonflame and Hariyama, then I think I'll bring Altaria and Nidoking, and I think I'll rock with that. I haven't used this team in a little while, so it's a little bit difficult for me to see exactly what I want to be doing with it. And yeah, so I don't know, but I think this should work out. So let me just write down the opponent's team quickly while I remember it. Bishop, Lopunny, Gyarados, oh god, I'm spelling these all kind of bad. Sylveon, Amoonguss, and Rotom Wash. Good, I remembered all of them. Haha. There we go. Cool. So that's all done. And we see a Rotom Wash and a Lopunny lead, which really works for me, because these two Pokemon can deal with that. I can simply fake out the Rotom Wash, and I can simply fake out the Lopunny at the same time. Both of those are options, and maybe I should just protect Talonflame in case I see the fake out from the Lopunny onto the Hariyama, or even the Talonflame, so that way Talonflame can't be T-bolted from the beginning. That'd be pretty nice. So I think I'll be protecting Talonflame, and that means that I don't actually need to go for a fake out on either one of my opponent's Pokemon. So I might just go for a knockoff on the Rotom to get a bit of damage off, you know, just get a bit of chip damage. It is Mega Lopunny, not really surprised about that remotely. I mean, my opponent did have Gyarados as well, but yeah, Lopunny makes more sense to be the Mega. It just does. So, what do we see here? Fake out onto the Hariyama. So I'm not doing anything this turn, that's fine. Because I'm expecting T-Bolt, there it was. So I'm glad I made that play. And we do kick in with the Flame Wall, which is really nice. Now, what I could do, I could go straight for a Brave Bird onto the Lopunny. Is that a smart play? That's my only hesitation in that. Is that a smart play? I think it is. I think it's a smart play. Even though the... Well, I kind of want to go for a Tailwind as well, though. Both of them are things that I want to do. I do have Altaria, which can also Tailwind. So I might just go for a Brave Bird on the Lopunny. I'll get a fair amount of damage on anything my opponent brings in anyway. And then I get to go for a knockoff on the Rotom. We might see a Protect on the Lopunny. We might get a swap out as well. But at the same time, if my opponent does do some over-predicting, leaving the Lopunny in, then would hit it really hard. That doesn't happen anyway. What do we see? We get to see a third Pokemon. Bishop's the only thing that can come in on a Brave Bird from a Talonflame. I did go for the really obvious play, but at the same time, I don't really care, because I can just hit the Bishop with a low kick on this next turn anyway, so I'm not overly fussed about that. I don't know, it's kind of like, I probably didn't make the right play, but at the same time, it's not an awful play that I've made. You know, we do knock off the Citrus Berry from the Rotom, which is good, increases our longevity. Now, I could bring in Nidoking, but I'd want that Rotom dead first. So I'm just going to bring in Altaria. And because Hariyama loses in speed to the Bishop, I'm actually not going for Mega Evolve first turn. I have two options. I could go Cotton Guard, or I could just go Tailwind. I could do either. Tell you what I'll do. I'll just go straight for a Cotton Guard on the first turn. That way I can increase my bulk, and I'll get a low kick off on the Bishop, getting rid of that. As my opponent goes for Protect on the Bishop. That's interesting. I guess we went for a Will-O-Wisp or something? Either way, I'm not overly fussed about that. I do increase the bulk of Altaria here. What does Rotom Wash do? Hydro Pump? Hariyama. That makes sense. Like, you're not getting... You probably want to be killing off Hariyama if you're my opponent right now. So that does definitely make sense. I'm going for a Tailwind now, and I'm going to replay that low kick, because I will hit anything pretty well. You went for a Sucker on the Hariyama. That won't kill. Did you double target Hariyama? You may have double targeted Hariyama. But that's not awful. Get the Tailwind up. Let's see what happens here. Hydro, and Hariyama dodges 2 Hydros to kill off Bishop. God, I love Hariyama right now. God, I love that thing. Bit of hacks. Not gonna pretend that hacks wasn't there, but it didn't really matter, because on this following turn I just bring in Nidoking, and Nidoking can threaten out my opponent's Bishop, and then I can also start killing off the Rotom Wash as well. So this is looking alright at this stage. I've got some super bulk on my Altaria. I've got a lot of power in the Nidoking. Altaria also offers me a bit of power. So now I get to go for a Hyper Voice, which is great. And I kind of want to go for a Protect as well, in case my opponent wants to hit the Nidoking. So I'm going to go for a Protect as well. Now, I know that doesn't quite synergize with my my Tailwind, but at the same time, it works out fine, because I'm expecting a Hydro Pump here, and I get to go for a Hyper Voice on the Sylveon and on the Rotom, which will hurt a lot, and Nidoking will come out of it completely unscathed. And as long as I get rid of both of my opponent's Pokemon right now, I flat out win, because Lopunny will not be hurting Altaria because of the Cotton Guard. So we do almost kill the Rotom, and we hurt the Sylveon a fair bit. Now this is great, because now I can just Hyper Voice to kill the Rotom, hurt the Sylveon, and then I can finish the Sylveon off with a Sludge Bomb. And Sludge Bomb over Sludge Wave, because of Altaria doesn't want to be hit with a Sludge Wave, so it makes sense, right? It makes sense. Sludge Bomb just flat out kills Sylveon by itself. Even if it didn't, I did have the Hyper Voice coming off on this play here. So, what's going to happen this turn? I am going to go for a Hyper Voice, and if my opponent fakes out my Altaria, then what I want to do is hit the Rotom with my Nidoking, because my opponent won't be killing Altaria with the Lopunny. Right, got it. So, I go for a Hyper Voice, expecting to be fake outed on the Altaria. If that does happen, I'm going to kill the Rotom with my Nidoking by going for a Sludge Bomb on it. That way I can't get Hydroed with Nidoking, because I really don't want Nidoking to die to this Hydro Pump. So we get to go for a Sludge Bomb and kill off Rotom, which means my opponent's left with Lopunny, and it did work out. Cool! No complaints there, we get that win. And Tailwind heated out, but that doesn't matter at this stage. I could go for it again even if I wanted to, but it doesn't matter. Hyper Voice from Altaria will hurt that thing a lot, and then I'll just go for an Earth Power onto Lopunny if my opponent stayed, which it makes sense that he or she didn't, because Cotton Guard means that Altaria is not worrying about physical attacks. So that's cool. Now I just gotta get another win, and we'll be all good. Save that as a battle video. Nah, we recorded it live. We know what's happening. I can check my results too. Ooh, I can check my results too. Alright, let's go. Battle Box. Yeah, why does it give me the option again? I want to use my Battle Box. I want to use my team. And we get 4 wins from 4 battles. God, this is good. It's a nice streak we got going here. Even though you guys have only seen one of the battles. And I know it's fairly low in the ratings, because for some reason you start at 1500, I don't know. Ooh, this guy's a bit higher with 1600. Yeah, game on, bro. What do we got? Ooh, that is... I was gonna say standard, but it's built interestingly. Metagross, Terrakion, Raikou, Sylveon. Ludicolo is a bit interesting. It means the team looks like it's gonna be rain, but it's also kind of not rain. It makes it awkward. It does make it awkward. Nidoking is like amazing right now. Yeah. Nidoking is actually like really solid for me to lead with. My goodness, it is. Okay, I'm leading Nidoking because straight off the bat, Nidoking just will hurt anything it comes up against. And Hariyama is also nice, and Talonflame is also nice, and Altaria is also nice. There's no like point in going Bishop because I can't get any like Intimidate buffs. Gothitel's more a defensive unit on the team, so it's not quite as functional, but it can come through in certain circumstances, so it's just a case of who do I go right now. I'm thinking Talonflame, maybe not actually. I might go Nidoking and Altaria maybe. Could do that. You know, bugger that. I'll lead with Talonflame, get some offensive presence as well. Go Altaria and then get Hariyama in there as well. And that should round out the team pretty darn well. As I just finished writing my opponent's team down. Thundurus, Sylveon, Terrakion, Metagross, Ludicolo, and what was the last thing? Raikou. That is an interesting team. I don't quite understand it, to be completely honest. I'm not quite sure what the function is. Like, I see the Mega Metagross, but I don't quite know what's happening. Oh god, I want a third power blow so bad right now. The good thing is I am capable of earth powering both of these things. So what I can do here is just protect Nidoking, and I can get up a Tailwind actually. So I think I'll be doing that, getting up a Tailwind right now, and at the risk of being rock slided from the Terrakion, the Metagross might go for a Protect. No, I don't think it particularly matters. I'll just get the Tailwind up. Tailwind will help me out a fair bit here anyway, so let's just do that. So there's Mega Metagross, shiny form and everything. And we, Terrakion protects, okay. So Talonflame shouldn't be dying first turn unless the Metagross goes for a Rock Slide, which I wouldn't expect it to. So everything protected except Talonflame. Cool. So that means that turn benefits me incredibly well, as I get a Tailwind up for my opponent's nothing. That functions amazingly for me. So Earth Power onto the Terrakion, and I can Overheat on the Metagross, to be completely honest. So let's just do that. I do run Overheat on the Talonflame because it is a mixed version. It's like I'm trying to catch people off guard by the fact like, oh, holy crap, there's Overheat. So yeah, let's hope that functions, I guess. But it you know, it's kind of like Talonflame's doing so much recoil damage that I want a little bit of extra longevity from it, and this will allow me to get that. So my opponent brings out Raikou. Cool. That's totally fine because I can just Earth Power that as well, and I get an Overheat damage on that. So I really can't complain at this stage. I'm just going to do a fair amount of damage here. As we get Earth Power off on the Terrakion, which should be killing it unless it has a Focus Sash. There is a Focus Sash. Okay. It won't be going for Earthquake though, it'll be going for Rock Slide. Now the reason why I couldn't go for Earthquake is because Raikou was coming in, and even though Talonflame dies, I don't even need Talonflame for this battle. Nidoking's going to be the one just, you know, putting on all this pressure. So at this stage what I could do is go out into Altaria or into Hariyama, both of which do well for me. You know what? I might go Altaria, that way I can still keep up offensive pressure if I need to. With the Tailwind, because the Tailwind is really going to push me through and get the win in this match. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm just going to Earth Power Raikou so that Raikou dies off, and Mega Evolve and Hyper Voice the Terrakion. Now I'm deliberately going for the really big plays of trying to KO my opponent's team, because the quicker I get through my opponent's team, the less of a threat it is. Then after that, I can start getting up my Cotton Guards and reset Tailwind and whatnot. I really just want to maximize the amount of impact that I have and minimize the amount of impact that my opponent has right now, so that I can win through this match. Now, I do have the knowledge that my opponent has the Metagross. It depends whether he's chosen Sylveon, Thundurus, or Ludicolo that will be interesting. Sylveon. So Nidoking is actually like really solid in this play, because Nidoking is such a big problem to my opponent. It literally ripped through everything that my opponent had. And the thing here is that I could go Earth Power on the Metagross, and I could go for a Sludge Bomb on Sylveon, and it's just a case of which one I want to do. And the decision is quite difficult. I'm trying to think. Sylveon's probably the biggest. Oh no, there's just a big somewhere. You know what? I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb on the Sylveon, and I am going to go for a Flamethrower on the Metagross. This Flamethrower will hurt the Metagross anyway, as the Metagross does go for Protect. That's okay. I guess my opponent's trying. If I were on the opposite side of the field, I would be trying to kill off the Nidoking, because the Nidoking is honestly the single biggest threat my opponent is facing right now. Nidoking is being so dominant, and my Tailwind does peter out, but I am not particularly fussed about that. I might lose Altaria, actually. I should have gone for a Cotton Guard right there. But you know what, it shouldn't really matter. I should still pull through. I'm still going for Sludge Bomb on the Sylveon, and I'm going to go for Tailwind in case I do live. I'm expecting a Meteor Mash on the... Ooh, there we go. Helping Hand Sylveon. Good play. I'd be impressed if Nidoking outsped the Metagross, which means Metagross is quite bulky. Iron Head, Altaria's probably not living this. Yeah, that's okay. I do know that Nidoking is faster than that Metagross, which is really good, because I can just destroy the Metagross with Nidoking's Earth Power. Like, Nidoking's Earth Power is just going to hit it really hard, which is fantastic for me. And I could go for a Fake Out on the Sylveon, and I think I will. Just, if Sylveon doesn't protect right here, it'll be nice. Earth Power on the Metagross will hurt a lot, we already know that. So it's just a case of making sure I get through. I should have gone for the Cotton Guard on the previous turn, but I should be pulling through this battle anyway, so it's like, hindsight's painful, but I'm not done yet, you know? 2 eggs hatched. I know for a fact that's not true. I just do all my breeding in Pokemon XY. That's why I breed in XY, then I transfer the Pokemon over. That's why I chose to do such little length. Okay. That is not unexpected, realistically. It's not nice, but it's not unexpected. Go for another Earth Power on the Metagross, and... Ooh, I was hoping I had Bullet Punch, but it turns out that I do not. That's okay, though. That is okay. Should probably target the Sylveon. Yeah, should probably be aiming to kill that thing off with Hariyama, in case Hariyama does that speed. My Hariyama does run speed to function in the Tailwind. It's not like a lot, it's just a certain amount. So we do kill Metagross off with 1 Earth Power. Nidoking hits like a truck. And see, there's the speed, making it beat Sylveon. So, we do completely ruin both my opponents today, and I don't think this was an overly long episode, but you know what? We can keep it short and sweet, and you guys can see the power of Nidoking, and you guys can see the bulk of Altaria, my opponent not even bothering to hit it. And you can just see why the team functions really well there. The Bishop and the Gothitelle are more use for my opponents looking at the team initially as support rather than in battle, although they can be used in battle. But leave a like if you did enjoy, because likes are awesome, guys. Likes are truly awesome. And Freddy Fishfinger, out.